Here's everything that you need to know about College Football 25. The game releases on July 19th, exclusively on next-gen consoles only. All 134 FBS teams are included. 12,800 players have opted into the game as of May. Those who opted in will receive a $600 flat payment and a copy of the game. Otherwise, a generic avatar will be included in their place. That's what you're going to see for Arch Manning. He was one of the higher profile players that did not opt in. Players who are in the game might not totally look like themselves. Face scans for individual players were not available for this go-round because it was too difficult to implement at this time for nearly 13,000 players. Your cover athletes for the standard cover are Quinn Ewers, Travis Hunter, and Donovan Edwards. These players are also on the deluxe cover, appearing in a tunnel amongst other players, and they appear to be taking the field. While it's on the same engine as Madden, it's not just a Madden reskin. The game places a huge emphasis on a feature called Campus IQ. This is a feature that includes a couple different things that you need to be aware of. Let's start with the wear and tear system. So as the hits start to add up and players start to wear down, the wear and tear system will allow you to manage your players' health, limit fatigue, assess risk of injury, and avoid on-field mistakes. And you do that by using strategic substitutions to ensure that your players are at their best when it counts. Basically, all the hits matter, but they don't all have the same impact. We also have player abilities, both mental and physical. Physical abilities boost talent attributes like being able to break tackles. Mental abilities are meant to enhance intangible traits like the ability to stay strong under pressure. What you need to know about this is that a player can have up to 8 abilities at one time. Home field advantage will play a major part in the game, and depending on the stadium's toughness rank and stadium pulse, there will be various degrees of home field advantages. This can impact a team's confidence and composure levels, making it more difficult to call an audible. You'll see a revamped passing system. A passing meter will show you when you're throwing the ball, appearing above the receiver to determine how hard and accurate of a pass you can throw. There's also a new kicking meter. Iconic rituals and traditions will be included, so you'll experience rivalry rituals, synchronized crowd chants, and unique runouts. For commentary and broadcast, we get the iconic voices of Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. They're going to call the marquee matchups. And then Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock will take the mic for all the other games. Familiar and favorite game modes, Dynasty and Road to Glory, will both be included. So let's break down what you're going to see in Dynasty. When selecting your type of coach, there are 3 options: motivator, recruiter, and tactician. Unlike previous versions of the game, you cannot max out all their skill trees. So you'll have to balance strengths and weaknesses across 11 skill trees for each coach, and you'll have the ability to go 30 years deep into a franchise. Coordinators will also have skill trees, and you can also hire and fire members of the staff. But just like the real world, recruits and players might leave your team if you fire a coach. The ability to customize conferences is also available, as well as customized scheduling. However, conference opponents are locked in and cannot be changed. Here's how recruiting works in Dynasty. Dynasty mode features 4,000 prospects. 32 of them will be 5 stars. Recruits also have a skill tree, but that won't be available until a program brings them in on an official visit. According to the Sporting News, NIL is not included in this game mode. When the game was being developed, the rules around NIL were changing rapidly, so EA decided to just leave it at a Dynasty rather than risk adding in a feature that would just be outdated when the game does come out. Now let's talk about Road to Glory. The biggest change with this mode is that players won't start in high school. It also sounds like you'll have to actually balance your time between football, academics, and NIL. You can actually become academically ineligible. And yes, you could even enter the transfer portal if you choose to do so. That feature will be available. Other modes include Ultimate Team, and there's going to be a new mode called Road to the College Football Playoff. Team Builder is also an option, and that's where you can design uniforms, helmets, fields, and upload your own logo. Real coaches are not included in the game. EA said that because of the fact that each coach needs to affect their team in their own personal manner, it's too difficult to try to implement that from a design perspective at this time. As far as awards go, the Heisman is in, but most other awards like the Maxwell or Davey O'Brien will not be included. The reason for not including the other awards is that they want to be properly compensated if their brand is going to be represented in the game. However, EA Sports may make up their own awards as well. You can currently pre-order the game, which comes with 3 days early access if you get the deluxe edition. The cost of the standard edition is $70, the deluxe edition is $100, and the MVP bundle costs $150, which comes with both Madden 25 and a copy of the deluxe edition.